Hi, I got Yellow Lady Slipper from Treehouse. It's the first batch of their single IPA using the Juice Project process. So, Juice Project is this series of double IPAs where Treehouse saves like all of the hops for the end of the process, basically all dry hops. And I guess they finally did that with a single IPA. It's just 7% alcohol. And I like the Juice Project beers a lot. Yeah, they just say we save the bulk of the aggressive hop dosing for the cold side of the brewing process, which means that they don't really use many hops at all for bittering, which is where you can really extract a lot of bitterness. You get bitterness from dry hopping, but not nearly as much as boiling the hops for 60 minutes, which is like a traditional way of making beer, especially hoppy beer. And this one features Strata and Amarillo and Citra. They say concentrated Strata pellets and a complimentary dose of Elk Mountain Amarillo. Elk Mountain, I think, is some farm in Idaho, I think. And then Pacific Northwest Citra, but there you go. Let's see how this one is. I was glad they still had it, because it was canned almost a month ago. October 4th, right now it's Halloween. Actually, I went to Treehouse today in Tewksbury because I was like, oh yeah, I have the day off and there were not going to be any kids there because there are a lot of times lots of kids. There was not one child there. The youngest person was probably an employee who was working as like a bar back. So it looks pretty pale. I feel like Juice Project maybe looked a little bit paler. And it's got a pretty good haze. I can sort of see my finger through there, but since it's been sitting in the can for a month, maybe there's a little bit of sediment that's developed in there. The head's really nice. It's pretty thick and rich looking. Bubbles are probably gonna pop and make it die out, you know. Yeah, maybe not really quickly. It's still sticking around. Yeah, I guess I'm worried that maybe it's lost a bit of its punch since it's been in the can for so long. But it smells good. It smells like a good Treehouse IPA. But it's really big on the Treehouse yeast. That unique, not quite banana flavor and aroma. I wonder if I can get this view a little bit better. Actually, the head's really nice. Yeah, somehow it doesn't smell like it's going to be that bitter. Sometimes that maybe I connect bitterness with like grassiness and dankness, and this one doesn't have much of that. I mean, there's some grassiness. They say, oh, they don't even give you flavor notes, just hop goodness, overflowing with hop goodness. And that smells quite nice. I guess there's some Amarillo in there, like kind of carrying this older fashioned grapefruity note. But not an explosive aroma. It smells really good though. I did have a Waffle Banger extra blueberry at at the brewery like a little bit ago, and that was definitely extremely flavorful. Oh, but this is really soft and fluffy. Very drinkable. That's a bit of a lip smacking briskness in the finish though. But yeah, very, very, very little bitterness. The feel is what's really, really nice in this. It's airy, yet not bubbly or sharp. Did I get any more haze in that? I don't know. Not really. Yeah, there's not too much sediment actually. But I would say, yeah, the feel and the head, like the head on this is just fantastic, rich and creamy. It's hard to get the top of the head on camera without spilling. But that's also is really nice about the Juice Project series is the feel is really nice. I feel like this doesn't really have the big hoppy aroma. In part maybe because of the age, but the feel, this is just, and a big part of Treehouse's appeal is the feel of their beers. They're always, or they should be always soft, full, pillowy. This one's definitely very pillowy. I guess I should do the whole thing here. Yellow Lady Slipper. Mm. Yeah, it's sweet and yeasty. It's just like a yellow fruit punch sort of generic taste to it, I would say. Like circus peanuts, that's how I'd like to describe Treehouse's yeast, because it's a little bit like banana flavor, like banana runs, but not quite. It's not Belgian IPA, it's not Hefeweizen, but it's close and it's unique unto them. And it really helps to pull all the hop character to like a tropical area. It's like, excuse me, papaya, guava, maybe a bit passion fruity. There's definitely kind of a creamsicle-y aspect to this too. It's similar to, in some ways, to Julius, but I think this. Actually, I just had a sip of a Julius, and I think the head, or the feel and the head and everything, this beats Julius. Like, look at, you can't really quite see it still, but you can see it's rocky and foamy. It's almost like nitro. I mean, it's not like nitro, but similar. But really, the place, it seems, where the magical haze and feel is created is the dry hopping. A lot of people talk about biotransformation, having there be some hops in the beer when it's fermenting, and that can create some unique flavors. But really, the key to getting a really nice haze and really nice feel is nailing down the dry hopping, it seems. Which, of course, forever brewers have been dry hopping their hoppy beers, but doing it in just massive amounts and having enough of the precursors of polyphenols and proteins to keep the haze. And for a first batch of this, I think they've kind of nailed it, except that it doesn't have the big aroma like the regular Juice Project series does. But I don't care. Like, the feel, this is the best feel I've had on an IPA in a long time. And there's a little bit of an earthy, honey, dank, floral thing that comes out. But it's nice, and they're charging $17 for it, which is $1 more than Julius, but it's damn good. This is a dinger beer almost for me. Probably if I had it fresher, it would be. And sort of referencing Darwin's beer reviews, where he has like a little thing he dings. This is definitely a 4.5 plus, 4.6 maybe. Based on like the flavor, aroma is all really nice. It's not explosive, but it's all really good and pleasant. But then combined with the feel, like there's just nothing really wrong with this beer. It's really good, and it'll probably sell out soon, but I feel like they'll probably make a series out of this. They've been doing all these series of different flowers, so maybe next they'll do Pink Lady Slipper, because this is Yellow Lady Slipper. It's these interesting flowers. So we'll see, but this is very good.